What if 2020 isn't the bad year but it's the start of a bad decade? Why do you say this? Climate change has entered the chat. The oceans are dying and then we will be ducked. Wait, aren't we already ducked? We're at about the precipice of if we do something right now maybe we'll be okay, but it doesn't seem like anything is going to happen so we're most likely ducked. The feeling I get is that was about 30 years ago. So yeah, probably ducked. The best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago, the second best time is now. Would be cool to not chop all the old trees down in the first place. What happens to the Amazon jungle gives me shivers, and that is only one place in the world where greedy people destroy nature for money. We will never get the diversity back. It's insane. David Attenborough's latest movie really shows the damage we've done and why. I highly recommend the movie. Edit, the title is, David Attenborough, A Life on Our Planet. A 26 meters actually teared up multiple times when watching it the other night. David Attenborough is a gift to humanity. Then I picked the wrong decade to stop sniffing glue. Edit, holy cow guys. This is from the movie Airplane but the sentiment is based in reality. I quit drinking 8 days ago. The past 2 days have been difficult and all these positive vibes have helped a lot. Thanks. Surely you can't be serious. I am serious and don't call me Shirley. I just wanted to say good luck and we're all counting on you. I just wanted to say good luck and we're all counting on you. I'm a locksmith, and I'm a locksmith. Call a locksmith. Tight tights. I just wanted to say good luck and we're all counting on you. Excuse me, miss? I speak jive. The last Reddit post will be a picture of a desolate planet with an endless F comment section. And thousands of wholesome rewards at it, like clockwork. Truly wholesome. Wholesome comment. Well, duck. All of humanity summed up in one sentence basically. And the only reason we're all here alive. This thread just got a whole lot deeper. Deeper, huh? What are you doing, step decade? You are the best step decade I could have ever asked for. I'm pretty sure the suicide rate would go up a lot. Edit, if you are thinking about doing it, please don't. I'm just saying that here so I don't have to keep typing it. Please don't do it. Seek help. Edit 2, Suicide Prevention Hotline is 800-273-8255. Edit 3, according to UXGenMakers you can text home to 741,741 if you'd rather text than call. Can confirm Lamau would probably be part of it. I really hope things get better after this year. Edit, this is genuinely the most likes and rewards I've ever gotten and I have a lot of people who messaged me. When I opened Reddit I was shocked and didn't know what was happening. I'm grateful for all the support and messages. I was actually planning to do something next week TBH but I probably won't. If you sent me a message I'll reply to you eventually. I'm just a bit overwhelmed. Thank you all and I hope things get better for y'all. You okay bro? Not up, but I think I can answer for all of us when saying no. Sucks doesn't it? Best wishes to anyone reading this and feeling utterly shit these days. We're all in this garbage boat together. Thanks, I needed to read that. I am just so thankful that none of my family members or friends have succumbed to that COVID yet. This week's ice storm sent a tree through my patio glider instead of my house. That's nice. Mad Max, here we come. Who killed the world? We did. Hold up. I thought we were not to blame. We're all to blame, just like the Sum 41 song. No problem, just wait for the smartass who comments the decade starts on 2021. This is the relevant one this time around. xkcd.com. MC Hammer is awesome. He always knows exactly what can't be touched. MC Hammer was making sexual assault saws before they were cool. He was saying can't rather than don't or shouldn't. It was more of a challenge, really. Not much I can do except make the best decisions for me and keep chugging along. This is the most positive comment in this section I've seen this far. Thank you. I was ready to just lay down in bed and feel horribly empty and helpless until I read this. What he didn't mention was his chugging was with 101 vodka. Well, obviously that's what it is. 2020 isn't a series of freak accidents, it's a series of extremely predictable and interconnected disasters that could probably have been prevented. Yeah, the pandemic surely isn't going away on the 31st of December, and the economic pains will last even longer, even if no other disaster happens for the rest of the decade. People are acting like everything is going to magically be better as soon as the clock strikes midnight. It's not. We're going to be dealing with actual COVID for a long time, and the fallout even longer. While I admire the optimism of people thinking 2020 and the problem, I also don't want a false sense of hope. Remember in March when everyone thought it would go away after 2 weeks of quarantine? That's happening again, but for the end of 2020. #X200B, then it will happen again at the end of 2021. To be fair, if we actually did do a hard lockdown, we would be way better off. Yeah, no one could seem to calm their ass down and actually quarantine for 2 freaking weeks. Wild. Google released anonymous data on how often people left their homes during the height of lockdown. Americans only reduced their trips out of the home by about 40%, while Europeans reduced theirs by 80%. America never truly locked down, in many ways. This is absolutely wild to me, but that's probably because I live in NYC, where COVID initially hit crazy ducking hard. At least in my area, things were shut the fuck down for months. It was actually eerie how quiet things were through at least May. The majority of my friends and coworkers literally didn't leave their homes for weeks at a time for a while. This was in March, April, when things were so bad that there were hospital tents set up in Central Park, and the only sounds you heard were sirens and the 7 p.m. applause for healthcare essential workers. Things started to very slowly open up in late May, early June, but even now, people mostly just do things outside and try to avoid indoor, crowded places as much as they can. I know my perception is completely skewed, but it's hard to fathom what a completely different quarantine experience other Americans have had. I live in NYC as well, and most of my acquaintances were still leaving the house almost daily even at the height of lockdown. Even if it was just to go to the park, go for a drive, go to the store to pick up one thing they don't really need but want to get so they can leave the house. My roommate kept going between her place and her boyfriend's place even though he had roommates who were also coming and going. Increasing economic disparity, shrinking job markets, global warming, global pandemic. Hard to be optimistic about the future. And what makes it even worse is that most people won't be prepared when things go south. We're also used to living in peace and comfort. And we've all grown accustomed to having the services that provide us with our everyday needs available to us. There are very few of us who would even know what to do in the event of a SHTF scenario where these services grind to a halt. Bring it on, I guess. Can't do nothing about it. My great-grandparents and geek-great-grandparents got through war, economic depression, and a pandemic without a gaming PC, no reason I can't do it with one. Not that it'd be easy. I'd probably cry a lot if every year ended up like this one. I could really use a break. But I'd do it, even if just to piss off all the fascists, extremists, and troglodytes that want me and my values dead and buried. Get yourself a van with a good solar panel on top. Maybe a deployable 5 grams antenna or something. Some good batteries too. Build an efficient little machine and play Minecraft until the world implodes. Getting COVID from the antenna would kind of defeat the purpose. Haha, then go with Starlink. I want to live in an RV with a Starlink dish strapped to the top. Only bills would be internet and fuel. Just wait till the Tesla van. Then it is what it is. Because it's bad, it doesn't mean that anything good can happen. Someone will find their soulmate. Somebody will see their child for the first time. Someone will get an organ donation they so desperately need. Someone will find a hobby they enjoy and will grow to love. Somebody will buy their first house. Someone will achieve what they worked hard for. Sometimes those things will happen in public, sometimes in private. But I guarantee that it will happen. No matter how much of a bad insert time span it is, there will always good things happening and you will never have to look far for you to see them. May something good happen to you today. Well, this comment made me remember that I'm getting a PS5, so thanks for I guess. Cool. Have fun playing, smile.